Treble winners are back in action again, the first home game of this season. Thank you all for being patient and waiting. Welcome back to another watch-along. The champions are back. The treble winners are back at home in the Premier League, and it's going to be a fascinating game of football. A very fascinating game of football. Are you well? Are you good? Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Are you content? Are you feeling lazy? What is your current mood, man? Where are you at? Well, do let me know, of course, in the comments. Do say hello as well if you are watching right now. It's good to see where you're from. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching it from, and all that kind of stuff. Please do help support this channel and this watch along by giving this video a like. It is always appreciated. Superstars, a lot of you, massively appreciated. And of course, let me know your thoughts on the team news as well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what you guys reckon, because it feels like it's going to be a big game of football tonight, a massive game of football. Immediately, I have to obviously kind of get in the very obvious elephant in the room. United. United are terrible, man. Oh, they're absolutely terrible. Wait. I haven't done the Grealish gif, have I? Have I done the Grealish gif? I don't think I have. Oh, let me just rectify that right now in front of you guys here. Let me just quickly do it, you know. I apologise. I've got to do it right now. Almost forgot. United. Almost forgot. Let me just quickly search for Grealish. I've got to do this, man. You've got to... Where is he? And I feel like they need the jazz hands, you know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, there we go. Where's jazz hands? There we go. I needed to do that. It would be remiss of me to do that. Absolutely, you know. We're all happy now, right? We're happy right now. Anyway, United terrible. Absolutely terrible. So City hopefully won't be terrible today as well. It might be a bit early getting in. Who knows? Who knows? Big Ange turning it around and beating United comfortably by the looks of it. Absolutely comfortably. We will see, of course, how City get on today. I am hopeful. I'm optimistic. I'm relaxed. I've got a feeling we'll be all right. I don't know. Maybe we will be. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Rum and Coke as well. Is anyone having a drink tonight? Who's in the chat, by the way? Who's in the chat? We've got... Let's have a look. I'm going to scroll back and have a quick look. We got Tim Kloss. We got... rest in peace, United. Don't rest in peace. Rest in hell, United. Joel McKinnon, Anomi, Exuted... Joel, I've always mentioned Joel, Osmodeus, Neil Hanstock, SDL, Auf Wiedersehen, says, need the Etihad to be rocking tonight. I want to hear chants through the TV. Exactly. Tim Class saying, always happy when United lose. Who isn't? Alsty's Awake has arrived. Just how good really is it in person? It's beautiful. It's beautiful in person, mate. I watched Inside City the other day, and Phil Foden trying on like, oh, it's beautiful, this kit, innit? Even Phil loves it, man. Phil recognises greatness. Kevin as well said, never felt more like singing the blues. Come on, City win. Odin as well. Rowan. All the legends are here. All the legends are here. And Alec as well, Alec Johnson. It's good to see one, man. Don't forget, I will be doing a fan view live tonight. Absolutely. I've got a little bit of energy today, and I'm not feeling ill, so I definitely should be able to do fan view live tonight. If you guys want it, do let me know. Just of course come and you have to come and join me. It'll be good fun if you want to have a chat after the game. Fingers crossed it's positive stuff. You never know, do you? You never know. But I've got a feeling it could be all right. We could be all right tonight. I'm relatively calm about it. You know, I trust this Manchester City side. We'll get into the team in a second. I'm currently just stalling because I'm just trying to make sure I found my stream. It's going to work for later. I found my stream right now. There we go. We're all good. I'm watching it on Peacock in the US today. So it should be all right. Hopefully the footage should be all right. Samir, my man, how you doing? Samir, me and Samir. See Samir, Sami Sukliash there in the chat. True story, right? I went to New York with me and Nicola did, and we went to see City. I think it was City Swansea 5-0 when we'd won the league already, and I watched it with the New York City Blues at the Mad Hatter, I think it was, in New York, and we got chatting to Sammy, who was a fan. And Sammy was telling us in his proper Brooklyn accent, you know, that's not a pizza, or whatever he was saying. And he was like, say, come to New York, come with me tomorrow, and I'll take you to the best pizza in Brooklyn. And he did. He picked him up, and he drove it. We got in the car with a guy we just met the night before, and he drove us to a pizza place in Brooklyn, and we had pizza there, and it was amazing, and it was really nice. So, Sammy, legend. True story. Absolute true story, and Sammy's a top bloke. Much love from Queens. It was class, mate. It was class. It was a great time. And me and Nicola absolutely love New York. What a place. And the fans over there. Hopefully we'll get around one day again. We love you too, mate. It was great fun. And we remember that fondly. We were chatting about it the other night, actually, mate. We were like, do you remember we went to New York? And we went and got the pizza and stuff. It was great fun. Anyway, how's Ruben? My son, he's good. He's downstairs having dinner right now with his mum, and I these nurseries below, and I'll definitely be waking up. Anyway, I also would like to say this video is sponsored by Circle. They've got a few special offers on right now. So they've got, of course, the offer for tomorrow, which is ahead of the Women's World Cup final. Come on, you Lionesses. Of course, City representation out there as well. They're backing the pot with a £500 prize tomorrow. We want to show our support, not only the pitch, but off it too. So because of that, they're showing that every £2 entry goes to charity supporting women's football. So if you want to have a bit of fun tomorrow during the Women's World Cup, download Circle. So click the link in the description. 18 plus UK base, don't forget. But click the link, join that Circle, which is a really little fun sweepstake game, basically, where the pot shifts around. If you're top of the pot, you can win that £500 prize. And if not, the £2 goes to charity for women's football. So it's really good fun. And of course, they've also got the 5-match millions. And to celebrate the return of the Premier League, they've got a special offer where you can get 3 weeks of tickets for just £5. So 3 weeks of tickets, you could win £1 million. All you got to do is guess the number in 5 games. And if your numbers come out, you win £1 million. The more numbers you get right, the more money you win. So it's not just £1 million in offer. Give it a go. Click the link in the description. It's good fun. Of course, don't forget, 18 plus UK based. Be responsible. But Circle's a good laugh. You can set up your own circles as well. Circle, by the way, is a really good way if you're watching games with your mates. You can set up your own circles where you can put like 10 of you and go, come on, you'll get the app, download it and go, right, you're watching, it's like you're watching the game in the pub or whatever, and you keep the pot will spin round depending on events in the game, so you can all just see who's going to get the pot of money. So it's almost like you can just put in a bit of a sweepstake with your mates, 5 each, 10 of you, 50 quid in there, and it'll move around depending on the actions, and it can be good fun. So give it a go if you want to. Give it a go if you want to. Fingers crossed you will enjoy it. Anyway, let's go and look at the team news, because the team news is interesting. The team news is very interesting. The bench in particular is interesting, you know. It's definitely an interesting bench, you know. It's not our strongest bench ever, but, you know, I still trust these lads. But it's not the strongest bench. It's not the strongest bench. Yeah, I'm just sort of mumbling on my breath here for a reason. Here's the team. Let me just make sure you can all see it on screen there. Let me scroll up, Jack. You beautiful man. There we go. There's all the teams. So you got Edison in goal, Kyle Walker, Manuel Akanji, Big Ruben Diaz, and Josko Vardiol with his full Premier League debut. Ake on the bench, which is interesting. Rodri, of course, the superstar, is playing in the number 6 role. It's got here Foden and Grealish, Alvarez and Haaland. I think it'll be Rodri, Kovacic and Alvarez with Foden out on the right to go at Dan Burn. Jack Grealish on the left, either side. So Foden and Grealish either side of Haaland. I think it's going to be something like this. I thought Cole Palmer should start today, but at the same time, I understand what he's doing, man. He's Alvarez. He's a World Cup winner. It's, you know, it's undeniable. It's undeniable that Alvarez has got the quality, and he's more established than Cole Palmer. Get it? And Foden, to be fair, if there's a weakness in this Newcastle side, I did chat to Alex Hurst, a Newcastle fan, the other day on the opposition preview, and some of you guys may have saw it. If you saw it, you'd know that he said the weakness probably is left back. It probably is left back. So they'll be thinking. Guardiola will be thinking, let's try and get at Dan Burn. And last time round, Foden absolutely cooked him. So fingers crossed he could do the same again today. And I don't doubt that he can, man. He has the quality. So that's what hopefully we'll see. The bench is, you know, there's an elephant in the room there, and it is that bench. It is the bench there. It's not the strongest. I mean, when we see the bench listed here, written down, Ortega, Calvin Phillips, Ake. And then basically, when you talk about recognised regular starters for Manchester City, there's just literally Ake there. That's it. Phillips, of course, not really involved. Ortega's great. You know, we know he is. Enrico Lewis is great. Cole Palmer's got the potential. But then you've got McAtee. You know, you got Gomez. Like, it's just, you know, Ortega, great. Phillips, jury's out. Ake, great. Gomez, yeah, he's all right. Peroni, he's a kid. You know, he could be great, but he's a kid. Bob, exactly the same. He's a kid. Palmer, yeah, he's good, but he's still young. Rico Lewis, yeah, he's great. We love Rico. And then McAtee, kid, could be really good. I really like him, but it's definitely, it's not a treble winning bench. I've got no problem. I've got no problem whatsoever with having youngsters on the bench. But when you see that, you realise there's a massive lack of experience. I mean, it's not even about the quality. It's about the amount of games between them. Like, how many Premier League games is in that bench? You know what I mean? Like, this list here, from these players onwards, I would guess 35, well, I mean, 40 games max. It's just not enough experience, is it? You know, Cole Palmer's obviously got about 20 odd himself, and Gomez has got about 10, 15. But after that, it's just not enough, man. It's just not enough. It's like it's the depth and the experience, and experience does win you games to an extent. It does help, you know. It does absolutely help, and young players can come in, but you need to surround it by experience, and they can't be the ones to you call on in a crisis. I always think young players should come through when things are confident and happy, you know, and they should come on and be eased in. I've got Ake highlighted. Oh, sorry, I did. Sorry, Nathan, you know what I mean? I take that back. Ake's obviously got loads. But you know what I'm getting at? It was accident. It was just a accident, obviously. But well, it's not a strong bench. The only thing is, of course, that we can try and get it done. If this is a squad I was building earlier, by the way, if everything comes in. But let's build how the team would play today. It will obviously be, it's going to be like this today. I'll fill it out properly. It'll be something like this, won't it? I think it'll be Kovacic, Rodri, Alvarez, Foden, and I think it'll be hard. I think basically the system will be sort of like this today. Kovacic, I think it'll be more like this. Kovacic a little bit deeper, Alvarez there. You know, when we've got the ball, of course, I suspect Kanji will do that. Kanji will do that again, but he's not very good at it, Kanji. But he'll probably try and do it anyway. Eventually, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Vardial does it, but I think it's going to be this. And when we've got the ball, we'll be attacking sort of like that. I mean, it is still a very good team. It's just one of those things where we need everyone to turn up, you know, in early season form. And people talking about Ake discarded already. I don't think he is discarded, by the way. It's just Pep's going to rotate a lot and try and bed people in. But I did say that. People were saying, why have you not put Ake in the 11s? You know, when we were talking about it on videos or put it on Twitter or whatever, everyone was like, you've not put Ake in it. Yeah, look, I knew Ake's still brilliant, but you're kidding yourself massively. You're absolutely kidding yourself if you don't think Vardial has been brought in to improve on Ake. He has. I'm not saying you will do. But I think he will do. But he's been brought in to take over from Ake. That's the thing. Is like he's not been brought in for 77 million to sit on the bench. Like obviously, like it's really obvious. And in time, it'll take a little. You know, he'll obviously force his way into the team, Vardial. But Ake will be there a lot. It's just, it is what it is. It's fine. Guys, please do help support the channel and hit the like on that video. Don't forget as well, if you want to get involved over on Circle, they've got of course, the 5-match millions, and they've got the Women's World Cup pot. And of course, they've also got a pot for Man City Newcastle today as well. It's just a low entry, £2 to get involved. And it's a classic shifter today as well, so you can get involved over there as well. And you've got a chance as well to win £1 million over on Circle. Give it a go. Give it a go. UK based, 18 plus to enter. Don't forget, and gamble responsibly as well. I want to say as well, I've updated. Where's it? Why is it not showing? I've updated the Wall of Fame, man. Where's it? Where's it going? Where's the Wall of Fame gone? I've updated it today. Is that the one? Is it the one? I don't know if it is the one. We will see. I have. There we go. I've updated the Wall of Fame for you today. There we go. So if you've become a member recently, you should be now scrolling there as well. So all the new members should be on there. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you are a member, you can get involved in the fan view live later. I've seen the Butcher scoring an own goal. The Butcher is like the cringiest nickname ever. Absolutely terrible, man. Terrible. Like that man. It's not good. It's not good. They really need to like drop that pseudonym because it's small man syndrome, man. There's nothing wrong with being short. It's not, you know, but this guy is not a monster. He's not. He's just a good centre-back who acts more aggressive because he feels like he needs to compensate for his height. It's just literally that. It's literally that. That's why he makes these terrible challenges. Just chill out, man. You're a good player. But, like, this idea that they have to, like, make him out to be something more than he is. No, he's just a good player. It's stupid. It's stupid. Anyway. What's everyone's predictions, by the way? Do let us know. You got 7-8 minutes to get involved in the Circle if you want to, by the way. This game is going to be difficult. I'm not even brought up the Newcastle team yet either. I'll bring up the Newcastle team. Where is Newcastle? Newcastle United. Let me find their team. I don't know what they are on Twitter. They are NUFC. Yeah, they are. I found them. Their team is... City don't retweet the opposition team anymore, which is sort of annoying. It's unchanged. It's what it was the other day. So, Nick Pope in goal. Kieran Trippier right back there, captain, with Shaw and Botman in centre. Dan Burn at left back. Bruno G with Tonali and Joe Linton. A powerful, aggressive box-to-box midfield there. They're in the centre with Amira on the right. Anthony Gordon on the left and Andreas Isaac through the middle. And of course, I mean, their bench is miles better than City's now. That's the crazy thing. That's wild. It is. Dubravka, Lascelles, Callum Wilson, Target Ritchie, Harvey Barnes, Livramento, Anderson and Longstaff. I see miles better. It's just probably a little bit stronger, more senior. They're bringing out the trophies, by the way, onto the pitch right now. Have they done the banner thing yet? I heard about banner. We have to expose Burn. We really have to. We might not get cooked. We might. You got to bear in mind, citizens, for like we're at home and we're a quality side, and we got Rodri and we got Foden and we got all these great players. So let's just trust this side. Let's trust this Manchester City side because that is still a lot of quality there. We've got Edison, Walker, we've got Edison and Ake, Walker and Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Johnny Stones. We've got Edison and Diaz, Walker and Akanji, Vardy, and Rodrigo. Oh. It's Kovacic, oh, and Foden too, oh, and Grealish, Alvarez and Haaland. Did that work? I don't know. Did it work? I tried it. Now, Jamie, you're right, man. It's not better, but we're just it's more the fact that they've got more experience on the bench. I wouldn't take a lot of the players. I'd have Livramento in a heartbeat. I would have, I like Harvey Barnes. I think he's a good player. Obviously, Callum Wilson is a good senior player as well. And, Lascelles is a decent player. And look, I'd have Ake. You're right. It's not better. It's just more experienced at the Premier League level. That, to me, is it. It's not quality. It's experience because I always think the young players, doesn't matter how good you are, young players aren't usually going to be the one to drag you out of a ditch if you're in it. I'm not saying sit you're in a ditch, but I'm saying if things are struggling, if we're not playing well, you're not going to turn to young players. You're just not going to. City, Guardiola won't. He's risk averse. So basically, what we know, I guess the point I'm getting at is, the only players on that bench are coming on are Ake, Lewis, and potentially Palmer, unless we're winning comfortably. That's it. We know that's how it is, isn't it? That's all we know. That's all we know. Like, it's one of those things where it's not about the quality. It's about whether they'll be used or not. And they're not going to be used. What's the point? So it's one of those things where the bench is just sort of there. Can you guys see the banner? Have they done it? I don't even know if they've done it or not. Because I heard about a banner, but I'm not sure if it's been done or not. My phone's gone flat, which is very, very annoying. Because I need it. I use it for work. I think Cole coming on at some point would be great as well. I think Cole's wonderful. I do need a phone charger though. My laptop charger will do. Because I use my phone for updating stuff, So I do need everyone needs a phone, Everyone needs a phone. Treble winners. Is it the big massive one, the whole pitch? Yeah, so I'm glad they've done that. So I was sat with the guy who made that, who did it. So I know the guy from the events team really well, and he was telling me about it the other day, and he was like, imagine that's like 100-meter banner they have to get made up specifically. Like, he said that to do that, the organisation to do that, by the way, that Tifo is ridiculous, They were really proud of it though when he was there, but he was nervous about it, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, mate, that sounds incredible. It's just stupid though. It's absolutely stupid. Like the quality, the size of that banners, it's ridiculous. A pitch-sized banner. I was like, mate, where'd you even go, man? You can't just Google 100-meter banner. He's like, yeah, it's not easy. And it's come off. The treble winners there. Oh, wonderful stuff. And it doesn't show the game. No, it's a watch along, so we chat about the game, but it doesn't show the game. So look at that Tifo, man. It's ridiculous. It's wonderful. Go on, my mate. You organised that. He's very happy. He was telling me over a pint. He lives up in where I do, so and it looks incredible. I might even message him right now. Actually, I'm gonna drop him quickly, give him a text because he deserves it, and say that looks amazing. Well done, Molly. Right, so guys, how are you feeling now? We're so close to kickoff. I do feel quite relaxed about it. I feel more relaxed the closer we get. I got to trust this Manchester City side. Don't forget, please hit the like button as well on the video. Look, I'm going for... I think I've gone for a 2-1 in my preview, but, in my head, I'm feeling a bit more confident right now. 2-1, hopefully. Maybe a 2-1. We will see. We will see. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Right, come on. Come on, City, man. Fingers crossed, we need it today. 2-0, says Mujis. I like it, man. I like it. I like it an awful lot. Up the Blues. 1 minute. We're about to kick off. 1 minute 57 till kick off. Fingers crossed. Look, ultimately today, this is going to be won or lost in midfield. If City's midfield turn up today and we keep the ball well, I think we'll be fine. I always believe that, I just trust this Manchester City side to turn up and be excellent. If the midfield does, it's as simple as that. If Rodri, Kovacic have a good game today, and Alvarez too, hopefully. But the only thing is when you think about it again, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just like Rodri, obviously, like Alvarez is not a midfielder. He's getting there. But Kovacic is new to this team as well. It's only really Rodri, I would say, who's got the experience in this midfield, so they're still learning. Look at the fireworks display as well, by the way. Looks amazing. Come on, City. Up the Blues, man. 4-2, says Jamie, expecting goals. Who's going to score the first goal? Who's going to be the man of the match? I want your predictions. Where are we? Sorry, done. Phil Foden for second. United did lost to Spurs and Bannister. I loved it. It was hilarious. Phil O'Cover, man of the match, in my opinion, says Yusuf. I hope you're right, mate. I really hope you're right. That'd be wonderful stuff, isn't it? If Phil's got man of the match, then it means he's probably scored or created something. A Phil man of the match is good for football. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? We want to see Phil Foden do wonderful things. Hey down there. I can hear the wife and son. Nico's getting ready for bed, bless her. I get the good thing about working with these is I get away with not doing bedtime, so sorry. No, I do actually miss it, so. Alvarez and Erling double, Alvarez man of the match. I love it, mate. I absolutely love it. Come on, Jack G for the first. We could do with Grealish having a good game today. We absolutely need it, we do need it. Fingers crossed we'll get it as well. I know bench isn't the best use, no. I mean, we're talking about it earlier. We'll see how it goes down. It isn't the strongest bench, but at the same time, we've still got a lot of quality. Look, I trust Rico if he has to come on. Okay, I mean, Cole's got... Excuse me. Excuse me. Cole's obviously got a lot of quality. And who knows? Maybe it can make McAtee. Who knows? Maybe it could do. Come on, Vardial. Vardial as well. We need a big game from Vardial today. I think we might get it as well, being honest. Tonali's good, isn't he? Is the Champions of Europe chance going around? I love a Champions of Europe chant. It's because we are Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that, you know what I mean? Where's Newcastle's treble? Where's their Champions of Europe? I don't know. I don't think they have won it, have they? I can't remember. I said Blue Moon. Come on, City, man. My stream... Has it kicked off yet for everyone else? Because I'm on Peacock and it seems that it doesn't seem to have kicked off yet. Right, I think it's a bit delayed, isn't it? Or it's a little bit delayed. Peacock's always behind. Okay, well, I'm obviously going to miss things late. So no spoilers if possible in the chat, It was the banner, wasn't it? I think my mates will get in trouble for that, delaying a Premier League game. They'll get away with it, you know what I mean? He'll get away with it. Right. We are about to get on my stream in... Now, we're off. Come on, you Blues. So, let's see how we go, man. Let's see how we go. I'll bring, of course, as always, bring up the live stats and so on. What's the best site for live stats, by the way? Is it like... What's the best site for live stats on screen? Is it like... I don't know where it is. Holland will score, Shoko. I hope so. Peacock is not free, I don't think. Well, I don't think it is. But I'm using a VPN via a friend. Shaw hurt himself there. Holland's done nothing wrong whatsoever. Oh, that looks sore for Shaw. Oh, I think he might have dislocated his shoulder. Yeah, that looks sore for Shaw, doesn't it? He's hurt himself there. But yeah, if anyone knows any apps like good for live stats, do let me know. For now, I'll just bring up I'll just bring up Google, you know. Google seems a safe bet for now. FOTMob is FOTMob good for live stats. FOTMob. Let's have a look. Let's see how it works. There we go. Okay. Momentum tracker. This is interesting, isn't it? Look at this. Events. There we go. Yeah, I'll leave the live stats on for now, you know. Right, we're finally underway. Yeah, I'll leave those stats on screen. Momentum bar is great. Yeah, I'll bring the momentum bar up every now and then. So, passing out nicely. Newcastle are aggressive with the press. Diaz sort of out on the right there with Kyle pushing really far forward. Though his touches let him down, giving the ball away to Joel Linton. But Pope straight out to Kovacic. Weather looks good. Sammy looks totally fine. I mean, it's been all right in Manchester all day, to be honest. It's a little bit outside of Manchester, but close enough. It's been decent. I thought it was going to rain this weekend, but it's been all right. It's been nice. Vardyal's basically just playing left back, if we're being honest. Walker offside. Looks like Foden is on the right, by the way. He looks like he's on the right. Just a little bit sharper on the camera there, you know? Focus is a bit off. Come on, City. Yeah, Kanji's doing that whole, like, dropping deep thing, isn't he? Like, he'll get better at it, maybe. But he's not... I'd rather see Vardy. I'll do it because I think he'll be better. But maybe the pace of the Premier League will be a bit too much for a guy to play a new role where he's not even adapted to the team yet, you know? God, we need Stones back, though, don't we, for that role? Go on, Phil. Yeah, Bellingham's doing really well at Madrid. There is something magic about seeing an English player do well at Madrid. Do you know what I mean by that? I'm not like one support English players. I'm not. Those days are sort of gone. But it is weird seeing a young English superstar at Real Madrid, and it is kind of fun in a way. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like it's a bit of a story, and football is about those narratives. He wasn't terrible, Naz. I think he was better in the second game than he was the first game. Yeah, I don't mind Walker pulling wide. The only problem is Walker's got no real attacking threat, so it's just really... It's more like territorial than actual a threat, if that makes sense. Go on, Erling. Got to hold the ball up better, mate. It's one area you can improve, Haaland, isn't it? He's got to hold the ball up if you can. His first goal's going to be massive tonight. Oh, Rodri trying to pick out Kyle Walker. I mean, with his pace. Joe Bellingham did well today, did he as well? What did he do? Job. What a name, Job. Sounds like a typo. Poor guy. Maybe I'm being cruel there. It's just Job. Done really well there, Vardio. Oh no, he's giving the ball away though. Did well defensively. Well done, lad. Joe will be better than Jude. That's a big claim, mate. Jude's, how old's Job? And Jude's like, what, 19 or something, 20? And he's at Real Madrid. So that's a big claim, pal. Massive claim. 17. Wasn't he at Birmingham? Did they sign him or something? Where is he? Is he a midfielder too? Well, Alfie, if he goes in, that's all that matters, mate. Maybe typo's a bit harsh. But Job is a bit like... unintentionally a really cruel dig that. I feel sorry now. Job typo Bellingham. I mean, it is like, you know, we've got Jude Bellingham at home, innit? Job. Oh, poor kid. Living in his brother's shadow that way. But he's a good player, so... Oh, what a ball. Oh. Ball to Haaland there. He tried to free through to Foden. We should have just gone for it, actually. Nice, lads. Nice. Kovacic looks great, doesn't he? Naz, you'd be devastated, wouldn't you, Naz? You got no way coming back from that. You're like, all right, cheers, mate. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a nice guy. I didn't mean to dig out poor Job that way. Job, it's just an interesting name. Job. Good lad. Good player. Hat-trick today. Better than Jude. Hey, Job. Kovacic is great, Eduardo. He really is. He just looks... He was a Manchester City player. That's it. And, like, that's the barometer, isn't it, really? Like, when you look at... It's so weird because, like, Kovacic is... Unfortunately, he just sort of heightens the focus on Calvin Phillips. I don't want to dig Calvin Phillips out. He just seems such a nice guy. He really does. But it's the level, isn't it? You watch Calvin Phillips and you watch Kovacic, and it's like, oh my God, that's the level. That's the level of a Manchester City midfielder. Technically excellent. He's smart on the ball. They immediately get it. This is what you want to see. Like there, the little 1-2 Walker. The Phil Neville of the family. God. Yeah, it's difficult, unfortunately, for him. I mean, Phil had a good career in the end, I guess. But still. Look, if Calvin Phillips doesn't get on today, by the way, if he doesn't get on today with the bench that we've got, then he's not making it. No chance. Nice football, this, by the way. Nice football. Momentum here, firmly in City's half. Oh, Phil on the turn there. Really nice ball. This is really nice football. Jack has a habit of getting his shots blocked, but that was really nice football. Closest challenges, it's hard not to see Arsenal cult, isn't it? United look naff. Liverpool, great going forward, but can't defend. Really nice little pocket of space there for Foden. Jack doesn't know when to release a shot. That's the one thing I will do. But it was good play, though. Look, I don't know anything about Wataru Endo. I've never even heard of him, mate. I can't tell you that. Little 30-year-old game changer guy from Stuttgart. Like maybe he has just got better, but I'd be very surprised if he's a world class number 6. I'm surprised if he's better than Henderson or Fabinho, Maybe he is, but I'd be surprised. Arsenal, of course, seems to be the one, don't they? I don't really fear Chelsea. I don't really fear United. I don't really fear Liverpool. Liverpool in a one-on-one game, yeah. Brighton, man. Newcastle, you know. Look, Newcastle obviously can't keep the ball as well as City, as we've seen that right now. But Newcastle don't have to beat Man City to win the league, you know. They're not going to win the league, but you know what I'm saying. They could power and pass most teams. This is nice football, though, by the way. Like, it's very confident. Lovely ball from Rodri to Alvarez. His touches let him down. Stupidly good ball from Rodri, though. Isaac's a good player, isn't he? 79 rated on FIFA. And Endo Vittorio Endo. Could be the Endo of their problems. Yeah, one of those sides will click, but I don't know if the Manchester City... Look, if City click, they're not Man City level quality. I just don't see it. Guys, please do hit the like button as well on the channel. It does help massively. So far, our expected goal stands at 0.04. We are winning the expected XG. Look at that possession, 86%. I mean, it's impressive for Man City. Go on, Haaland. Oh! Oh, Erling, mate. Erling, you got to do better than that. Phil did really well there. I like Phil close to Erling, man. I like it. Is it onside? He is onside. Oh, Erling's got to do better. That should be an assist. Haaland's got to do better than that, man. He's got to do better than that. Has to do better. He's let his teammate down there. Maybe they did, Chrissy. Maybe they did. Alvarez and Haaland both let him down. Good start from Foden, though. Foden, like, hovering about. Foden's obviously got a license to drift centrally, with Kyle pulling the width. So what we're seeing so far, of course, the way, like, I'll show you on screen right now, what we're seeing. I'm going to start trying to do this, by the way. What we're currently seeing is this, aren't we? A sort of shape. I know it's a bit wild, but we're sort of seeing a shape sort of like this when City go forward, which is mad. Foden's kind of drifting in. Alvarez is sort of over this side. Kovacic is a little bit deeper. But Foden's going a bit central. Walker's going really wide. And it's sort of like this. Vardiol maybe just... It's kind of like that. Which is a bit weird, but, you know. But it's obviously how we're pressing. Like, Kovacic is great. That's brilliant from Kovacic. Look at that from Kovacic. Kovacic is immense, man. I absolutely love him. This is better. Good stuff. Oh, Kanji go for it. I'm enjoying this, man. I'm enjoying it. City have stepped up so far, and Phil looks great. He's a lively, imaginary agree. He's getting involved. He's really central, which I like. What's the Kanji thinking there? What's the Kanji thinking? Well, Tomo would be wonderful, but he's not going anywhere, Robin, unfortunately. Kanji went for it, but you know. Haaland is a wonderful finisher, but he definitely does have to improve his touch, you know. And he will get there in time, you know. He's only young, obviously. That's the thing about Haaland. I don't think he's ever going to be a Zlatan-level silky player. No, but he's got a lot to improve, and I think he'll get there. His locomotion does let him down a little bit that way. He's not the most fluid of footballers, but that can come with time. Lovely ball from Rodri to Walker. What a player. What a player. Do you know how nice that pass is? Kovacic is so good, man. I love it. This is a really encouraging start. I'm enjoying this. Kovacic, love him. Absolutely love him. Goosebumps thinking about Kovacic there. This has been absolutely immense. This momentum tracker is just pure Man City so far. When you look at it that way, I mean, this is it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You know, obviously we're not. It's going to be hard to make chances. We're like create one great chance kind of side. We never have been create a billion chances. I wish we did, but we're not that kind of side, and we know that, man. We know that. You know, as it looks, though, right now, you know, here's the current stats for so on. Foden, Kovacic and Rodri, by the way, dictating shows. Kovacic, our best player currently, according to the stats. Don't know how they measure it, but 7.0 for him so far. That man is flying up. Is it who scored? I don't know how did the ratings. Let's have a look at his stats so far. 94% pass accuracy so far. Expected assist 0.01. Fantasy points 1, by the way. Touches 20. Successful dribbles 2 out of 2. I like this idea of bringing stats up, by the way, on screen. I think it's quite a nice little thing, you know. Phil, of course, as well, has already been pretty lively so far. He should have had, you know, a chance. He's already created a chance. Well, that was a chance for Haaland, which he's messed up. We will see. Rodri's in my fantasy side, actually. I decided to just put Rodri in. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I wanted to get Salah into the team. Because then I thought, Rodri's cheap, so. We are narrow, but we are always narrow. Nowski, you're right. And you know what? Naz has made a good point there. He says, one thing I've noticed is Kovacic tries to find Haaland quite often compared to how much Gundogan did last season. You're absolutely bang on. That's a really smart notice. Look at that pass from Rodri again. Oh, Rodri. Rodri's passing today. Rodri today so far. I need to tweet this. Rodri's spraying passes about today like Pirlo. It's so good. But yeah, it's a good point. I think Naz, you're right. I think it hasn't come off yet, but he does seem a bit more forward thinking. Oof. Yeah, Haaland's great, and he does have those games occasionally where he looks a little bit rusty with his touch, but it's fine. I love Kovacic. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. What's everyone made the start so far? Sewages. Yeah, United were poor. They were poor. Like, Spurs are better. The thing is about United, I know this is obviously a City watch-along, but I'll touch on them very briefly, is that they don't look like a team with a real identity. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, what is their identity? Who are they? Like, Spurs already, you can see an identity. It's been a few games. See it with Burnley more. You see it with Brighton. You see it with City. You know what Liverpool are going to do, you know? There's no identity for United at all. I just don't sense it. Don't sense it at all. So still, we're not really creating much XG so far. Of course, only 0.05. So we've had some moments, but we're not doing. You know, it's not been the most incisive City display, but it is a good side. You know, 77% possession so far does show it all, and of course as well, the momentum a little bit towards Newcastle in the past few minutes, as you can see there. You know, swung a little bit towards the Toon side, but they were always going to have some, you know, a spell as well. So we'll see how that kind of turns a little bit. So far, it's just a Grealish effort, which was blocked, and the Kanji's long-range shot as well, which was wildly over. But we'll see if City can create a little bit more. Newcastle on the ball a tiny bit more right now. I like Fop Mod, by the way. I like it a lot. It could be a good addition to these streams. Go on, City. Get your foot on the ball. That's a good question, Alfie, about in general. She said, as a league, ever had as much managerial talent as the Prem? Right now, it does feel like we're in a superstar management era as well, doesn't it? It really does. We had Lopetegui as well recently until he left, didn't it? But Alfie, I don't know the answer to that question, mate. Maybe. So if you don't mind, I know the wife is trying to put the son to bed downstairs, so I'm going to lower my personal tone a little bit. I still speak a bit of energy, but just not as much volume. Is that all right? Let me know in the chat if that's okay. I just heard the music come on downstairs, which is his bedtime music. So I try to be a little bit calmer, unless something big happens. Isaac going forward. Yosko's got the Diaz preemptive block going on. The Premier League these days is full of superstar managers. It is the league. All the managers, all the players want to be here. Unless it's the Saudi money, of course, as well. But yeah, Naz got a point. I had Conte and Tuchel last year as well. Where is Conte now? What's Conte up to? I genuinely don't know. Pep's gesticulating a little bit. He wants a little bit more. Last 5 minutes, Newcastle have found a way into it. Good direct ball there from Ederson to Haaland. Want to throw in? That'll do. So far, I'm reasonably calmed by this start. Does anyone else feel the same? Because Newcastle, they flew out. You know, they've been so aggressive and direct, especially against Villa. Like I was expecting, a really in your face Newcastle side, but they are a little bit. They're obviously a good song, but they're going to sit back a little bit. And that, to me, is a little bit reassuring because City are playing nice football and we look like the better team so far. And I was worried that they'll be strong, aggressive, and direct, and we might look a bit shambolic. But I've not seen that so far, which is nice. It looks controlled and intelligent and smart so far, which is all I wanted to see. How long before Ruben's going to be bickering? Oh, yeah, a couple of years, Alfie. 10 months yesterday, Ruben, now, my son. He'll be a year old in a couple of months. It's crazy. Time flies, eh? I nearly got a 1-year-old. Me, eh? That stupid YouTuber from Manchester. You've been watching for years. It's John. They just do it because they're passionate people, aren't they? Oh, he's kicked Diaz there, man. Anthony Gordon's caught Diaz. Ruben's not happy about it at all. Let's have a look. Oh, that's red. That's bad. That is bad, that, man. He's just caught him high up. I don't know if it'll be a red, but it wasn't a lot of aggression in it, but he's going to get in trouble there. I don't think he was much force in it, so I'm not sure it was a red. I feel like it was a strong yellow because I don't think there was much force in it. It wasn't like reckless, it was just a bit like late, if that makes sense. What does everyone else reckon? He sort of did kind of pull out as well. I don't think it was malicious. I don't think that was malicious. I think it was just clumsy. An orange card, yeah, McAllister's red was hilarious, by the way. I don't think that was a red either, personally. But it was a red because it was McAllister. What a pass again from Rodri. Oh, mate. Stop it, Rodri. Don't stop it. Carry on. I mean the opposite. Reverse psychology. Do more of those passes. Because you're wonderful, Rodri. Rodri's on fire. They were singing in behind the scenes stuff. Eddie's on fire, but Ederson, your defense is terrified. I was like, did they know? Why would the defense be terrified if Ederson's on fire? Shouldn't it be your forwards? But I guess it's they just wanted to sing Ederson's name, didn't they? Newcastle with a bit of XG with Joe Linton's block shot as well. But, 0.04 to our 0.05. It hasn't been a game yet of immense quality. The momentum, ticker has gone a bit towards Newcastle's way with City coming back into it a little bit. We want to obviously see it go back towards Man City. Fingers crossed it will. Fingers crossed it will. Played Phil. Phil's run the ball out of play there against Isaac. See, I really like Alvarez, but I'm still not convinced him as a midfielder. I feel like Alvarez is at his best when he's just bustling around, harassing defenders. Sounds like they're falling for Erison narratives, yeah. Ref. So Alvarez is, he's currently... He's playing left centre forward as it stands right now. I played Alvarez on the floor there on his arse. He got it back to Kovacic. Kovacic's brilliant, Bertrand. He's a wonderful footballer. As is Rodri. Oh, he couldn't pick out anyone there, though. Kanji won it back well, really. Go on, City. Bit of spell here. Kanji at left back currently. Cover out to Rodri. What a ball to Walker. Ah, couldn't quite reach it. Rodri's so good, man. So good. Rodri's having an absolute blinder of a game. There's the stats so far. Rodri currently with a 7.4. Like, he's just having an immense game. Constantly finding people. Just such a good player. What a man, what a man. I love Rodri. For Newcastle so far, it's been Bruno, according to the stats, the best player. Actually, defenders, Trippier. Obviously, defensively, they've had a bit of work to do. Kovacic and Rodri, though, the best players on the pitch so far. And I think I actually agree with those stats. Definitely. Rodri's definitely entering that stage, Bertrand, you're right. He's got the quality, hasn't he? Like, his passing's getting better. Busquets for goals. Ridiculous. Not even just goals. Big goals and screamers. Oh, played Phil. Good ball to Alvarez. That was a really good cross, actually, from Alvarez. Erling's got attack at the near post there. I think we're going to score as well. I think we are. Go on, Phil. I think we're doing all right. I quite enjoy this. It gets a very good side. This is a hard game of football, and I've been impressed so far. It's hard not to love in the Alster, Josko. I've not seen a lot of him so far, but he's just very, very... Well, he's another one. He's a Man City player. You just see it. You just see it. Go on, Phil. Grealish does not know how to get a shot away without being blocked. Oh, Kovacic from a shot blocked. He does use pure class. He just sweats pure class, doesn't he? Like, his perspiration is just... Go on, Phil. This is better. This is better. I like it. We're at our best when we're camping on the edge of the area. Because we try and make the perfect chance, don't we? We know we do. Please subscribe to the channel as well, by the way, if you are new. Please give this video a like. It does help support the channel. And don't forget, if you are a member, like these wonderful people over here, are these guys here, Alster and Odin and so on, you can have a chat to me if you want to after the game on the fan view live. It is a good time for everyone. So come and join me if you want to. Half an hour. What do we all reckon so far? He does look like a nice guy, actually, Naz. I know what you mean. He's got a friendly face, hasn't he? I think it's because he looks like FG. Fucking Pep telling Walker where to throw it. Van Decker, we're not really creating many chances, mate. I cannot pronounce your surname. Lasweyer? Van Decker Lasweyer? I'm so sorry about Van Decker. We're not creating much chances so far, but the football has... I think City have been the better side, you know? Boom! Get in! That is good. The son's going to sleep downstairs, so I'm not going to scream too loud. But come on! You beautiful, beautiful, wonderful man. There's your chance. There's your goal. Oh, Julian Alvarez, I absolutely love you. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. He's got a text from Mum saying 1-0 as well. I know, Mum. I'm watching it. Oh, man. Phil with the assist as well. Look at that. Look at that. He's just absolutely walloped it in the top corner. Look at that finish. Special. Special. Absolutely special. Take that at Newcastle. Back of the net. Bang. Pope, a little bit flat-footed there from Pope, I reckon. But you know what? We deserve it. We've been the better team. That hits absolutely sweetly, doesn't it? Come on. Look at that. Foden and Alvarez running off. You love to see it, man. Love to see it. I think Pope should have done better there, being honest, but we will take it. Kovacic, the maestro, so much power. I think it took him by surprise. Absolutely did. Kovacic is on fire. Your defense is terrified. He's 23. Sergio has arisen, yeah. Kovacic is insane. Oh, he's wonderful, mate. Pep celebration as well. Pep bloody loves it. Come on. Oh, mate, lads, I am buzzing with this. I'm absolutely buzzing. We needed this. We needed this an awful lot. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I mean, we've been the better team as well. We really have. You know we have. Like, right now, things are looking good. Like, this Manchester City side, this is a good Newcastle, man. And we've been strong. We've been, we've been on it. I'm happy. I'm happy about this. How you all feeling? What's the mood? Look, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see City push forward. Get another goal. I'm just updating the thumbnail if you wonder what I'm doing, why I'm typing so furiously. Why's my stream stopped? Because I need to update a little bit. Come on, City, man. Go on, Phil. Phil! That was brilliant from Phil. Yep, yellow card, rightfully so. Absolutely rightfully so. Yeah, he was taken down quite cynically there, if we're being honest. But anyway, this is a hard game. It's one of the games that you look at and think, we've got to get past this. We have to get past it. Like, Newcastle are a quality side. Alvarez, and I've been really impressed by this. Really impressed. Caleb, my man, how you doing? Right, I finally updated the thumbnail. I was putting Haaland in the thumbnail, so I want him in there, you know what I mean? Right. What does everyone think of my new thumbnail, by the way? The new font and everything. I mean, it looks good. Didn't see there was a run there. Oh, Kovacic. Alvarez is, aren't they? Like, they just Alvarez is one of them. Alvarez is he just attracts success. That is the kind of player. Oh, I love it, man. I absolutely love it. My stream has decided to be a little bitch. And it's paused. So, guys, you have to tell me what's going on in the chat. Tell me what's going on. Almiron going forward. There we go. I think I've got it back now. I don't know if he's a better one-on-one defender, mate, but I know he's a quality player. My internet, is it just dropping a little bit for everyone? I apologise if so. I think it's just dropped out, hasn't it? I think my internet's dropped out. I apologise. What's going on here? My internet just dropped out big time there. Am I back, guys? I'm not sure what happened. No, I think the stream did disappear. Am I back? I feel like I'm back now. I feel like I'm alright, right? Yeah, no, I think it did go naff. I'm sorry, everyone. UFO landed in hitting pot. What, mate? Imagine that. Right. Anyway, we're back. I saw the handball claim. Ridiculous. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, everyone. We're back anyway. We're back. I was texting the wife saying, because like our router's in the room with the nursery. I was there like saying, just check the router. I was really worried that she'd knocked it. Can't hear. I do actually live in a valley, but you know the internet's decent. It's fine. So we're back anyway. We're back. I was worried, yeah, that she'd knocked the router out. I think we're okay though. I think we're okay now. Grealish doesn't. He's not very good at that. I must admit, Grealish has a really nasty habit getting his shots blocked. But you look at that right there. You know, City have been the better side. We are, you know, creating a lot of clear shots. But when you can see those stats there, you know, we've had long range efforts, of course, with a Kovacic block shot. But we've had a Kanju well of the bar. Kovacic another block shot. Foden a block shot. Grealish a block shot. Grealish a block shot. Of course, the goal from Alvarez. Alvarez is the only one who knows to get a shot away. You blame the French. What the French for my internet? His calves are too heavy. Just drag down with him. He doesn't know how to create a space for himself. He's not very good at that, I can admit that. Got a nice touch from Botman, I think it was there. He is Dr. D. He is playing that role. And he's doing alright, to be honest, the Candy. He's not stones at it, but he's doing alright, actually. Yeah, I'm glad that penalty call as well wasn't given because it was ridiculous, you know. God, like 70, like half the viewers have dropped out because of that bloody lag on the internet. Ridiculous. I'm back. Come back. I'm enjoying this. It's been good. Go on, you Blues. What does everyone think so far? I've been really impressed with this. I think we've been the better side, you know. Obviously, the XG isn't like particularly impressive. Only 0.37. It's a bit of a moment of magic from Alvarez. But still, you look at those stats there, right? You know, only one big chance created. It's been hard to break them down. But 8 shots, you know, territorially, you know, we've been the better side by some way. And as you can see there, a lot of block shots, 6 block shots, but it's been City's game with the passes. 380 passes, but in the opposition half, 150 as well to their 44. So we have been passing it around their area pretty well. We've been aggressive as well with the dribbles. 6 dribbles compared to their 2. I like Fop Mob. It's good, isn't it? Good stuff. Go on, Phil. Ah, just wide. Lovely ball from Edison. Lovely ball from Edison to Alvarez. Alvarez has done really well to pick out Foden. And he just put a very simple pull. Pass to Alvarez. Haaland, he's dragged it wide. Through his legs. That's so close. Look how close that is. That far from the post. And Kanji's done well, you know. He gets a lot of criticism, but I think he's adapted to this role well. I love Kovacic and Rodri. I love him. I absolutely love him. You look at this performance so far, man. Rodri and Kovacic. Alvarez and Foden doing really well as well. Not having his best Haaland yet, but that could change very easily, you know, with the big man. To be honest, with the game we're playing right now, quite direct. Look, Jack isn't having a good game. Jack needs to get more involved. He's the one letting the team down currently in terms of like what he's up bringing to it. You got to be better than that, Jack. I don't think Tandeka. I don't think Phillips have a good season. No, I don't think Pep rates him, so I don't think he'll play him much. Stranger things have happened in football, but I don't see it personally. We'll see. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. I think we've been good against a very difficult side. Look, Newcastle fans were really confident. I think they were really confident ahead of this. Phillips, I feel like Phillips needs to move on and just accept the inevitable, you know? He is up against their best player, I agree. But, you know, it's little things like his block shots are sort of a bit reductive. Like, just don't take him. If you can't get past your man, don't take him. Find a pass instead. I feel like it's a bit... He's like... ham-fisting us a little bit. Oh, nice. Lovely from Kyle Walker. Lovely stuff from Kyle. Go on, Jack. Grealish is cross-blocked. Don't know what happened to Calvin Chrissy. I don't know if he's been a bit over... Like, he was good. He was good for England. He just looks slow and cumbersome. Maybe he's just not the level. Maybe it is that. Maybe he's been overawed by the level, and maybe it's injuries. I don't know. Just unfortunate. But whatever it is, it's not happened so far. Played Phil. Look at Phil go, man. He's been excellent today. He's been really good. Phil looks so happy when he's a bit closer to Haaland, doesn't he, and Alvarez? I'm buzzing about Phil. He's so much happier, Phil. Anyway, he's like closer to Haaland. Been a better team by a mile. Look at those stats: 0.45 xG to their 0.07. Defensively, we've been excellent. Like, we really have been excellently. Like, there was just, you look at that. I mean, we've been shutting them down. Rodri and Kovacic. Rodri, probably the best player. Well, Foden, currently the best according to these stats and FotMob. But I would say Rodri's probably been the best player on the pitch. He's just remarkable. Absolutely remarkable footballer, isn't he? What a footballer. And the momentum tracker, very much City's game. If you look at that momentum, it's been City. The odd spell here for the Geordies who suspect, but it's been a better City side. It shows you the story of the game there, doesn't it? You know, a couple of block shots for Newcastle, Almiron and Joe Linton, but largely they've had, you know, sniffs of goal, basically nothing. Hi, Mum in the chat. My mum's in the chat. Everyone's say hello to my mum, Audrey, in the chat. That's my mum. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Are you enjoying the game? They're over in Cyprus on holiday watching this. I guess my dad's dragged my mum to a bar to watch the game. Get smashed, you two, if you're watching. Tell mum and dad just to get hammered. Oh, Gordon with a decent moment there, the back post, but couldn't kind of bring it under control. Come on, City. Kovacic and Rodri, by the way. Kovacic is absolutely immense. I love it. The way he steps past people. Everyone's saying hello to my mum in the chat. I love it. Oh, I'm 37 years old. Dad's watching it in the hotel bar. What are you doing, Mum? You at home? What? You're at the hotel room? Go and get smashed. Sit alongside him and get smashed, Mum. And just cause some trouble or something. You know what I mean? And just shout at the screen. Vardiol with a beautiful ball out to Walker. Look at that pass from Vardiol. That's what he can do. Why is Walker keeping it in the corner there? It's first half, mate. I've really enjoyed this half. I think it's been good, you know. I'm going to reset the clock for the second half. Half time. Anyway, half time to City. City 1-0. 1-0 Newcastle United. City have been excellent. I think that's been a really good half of football. Let me, of course, just tweet out and share it to get people to come. If you don't mind, please do me a massive favour. You'll see me go over and type on Twitter right now. It would be massively appreciated if you could come over it and give this a retweet. Get your half time thoughts in. Come and join me live now. I mean, that was an impressive half of football, in my opinion. I genuinely enjoyed that. I thought it was a really good half of football. Against a very good Newcastle side. The wife's in the chat as well now, by the way. Everyone's just in the chat. The family are in the chat. My wife, my mum. Where's Ruben? He's in bed asleep, but you know, I'm sure he'll appear in a minute, as he always does. Guys, give this a retweet once I've tweeted it, if you don't mind. It is massively appreciated. There we go. There you go. And here we go. Done. I was happy with that. I was very happy with that. That was a good half of football, you know. They are a very good side, and I thought City were by far the better side, really. Look, it wasn't a game of many chances, but we created the big chances, and we were strong, we were controlled, we were smart, and we were brave, and that's what you've got to be against the Newcastle side that right now are absolutely rocking. Newcastle and the Geordies, they believe that they can do brilliant things this season, and maybe they can do. So if you're playing a side like Newcastle, you've got to be passionate, you've got to be fiery, you've got to be strong, you've also got to be really, really, really strong. Ruben's in the chat. You've got to be really strong, you've got to be smarter than Newcastle, and today we have been. Pep has got the system absolutely bang on. The vibrancy of Phil, and Alvarez and Haaland up front have been running Newcastle ragged. But more than that, it's been built on this wonderful, incredible pair of midfielders. And you look at the stats from this game so far and the momentum. I'll jump over to FOTMob here. The momentum of this game has been pretty much all City. As you can see, when City were on top at the highest point, about 2/3 of the way through the first half, they got the goal that they deserved. Of course, Alvarez with a spectacular finish. From the kind of finish, actually, I mean, is an expected XG of 0.111 on that chance. It was not an easy goal to finish, but Alvarez has this quality, this wonderful quality of rasping the ball in the back of the net, and it was the power of the shot, an Aguero-esque shot that took it into the back of the net. Pope maybe on another day would have dived a little bit better, and I think he probably got caught a bit flat-footed because he just took it so quickly, so unexpectedly, and that was what made the goal. It was a goal of pure impact. That was great. It was really, really, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And then, of course, as well, you look at the story of the game so far, 0.5 expected goals. So not a lot of chances created. Only one big chance created. Though there was some big moments like Haaland, I would say. Let the ball run through his legs when Foden put him through. That should have been a big chance. But ultimately, 9 shots to their 2. And their shots were block shots. 0.07 XG for them. Nothing. 60% of 40. City have been really, really impressive. You look at the stats as well. Look, the tail of the game really is obviously there. Phil Foden so far with assists, 8.0 on the stats rating there. But to me, it's been about these two in the middle here. This man in particular, Rodri's been remarkable. He's spraying the passes around like he's Pirlo. It's like that guy's downloaded a new stats update and gone, you know what? KDB's not there. I'm going to be the man to set up some chances now. And he's been wonderful. Aggressive, strong, composed. And this man alongside as well, Kovacic. What I love about Kovacic has this brilliant way of getting forward and driving past people. And he's been great, he knows when. He knows when to dribble. 2 out of 2 completed so far. But he's been forward thinking as well. I really like this about him, man. Like, people said he's not a great creator, but I don't know. I've seen a little bit more from Kovacic that I'm surprised by. I've been surprised how quickly he tries to release it to Haaland. And even though, of course, we can be better in this half, so far, I've been really impressed. Now, I do want to see more from these two in particular, of course. Grealish has tried, but he's standing out in that midfield. He's standing out mainly because when the ball's gone onto him, he's not really done much. He's not really created anything. 0.09 expected G so far. It's not good. Look, at that rate, you're not getting a goal. He's going to create a goal every 10 games. He needs to do better than that. It isn't good enough at all. 3 block shots. He needs to be a little bit smarter when he takes the shots because they get blocked very easily. He telegraphs them an awful lot. But having said that, he works hard as always. Do I want to run? I do, the wife. Thank you very much. Sorry, Ruben. Ruben's in the chat, and Coke, always. I've got a glass up here, or you can come get it, or you can bring a fresh one up, whatever. It's massively appreciated to the wife there. But and also Erling as well. I don't think Erling's had a good game. He's let the ball run through his feet a couple of times. He needs to be a little bit smarter than that. But still, he only takes half a chance. There's one Alvarez cross as well where Haaland should have ran forward. But what I've seen so far anyway is a Manchester City side that is smart. It's smart, it's intelligent, and I've really liked it. I've really liked what I've seen so far. And I'm feeling pretty encouraged. I'll try and build out where the players have been playing so far and so on. But it's been a really... I like it. Newcastle are good. It's early season. But it's looking like the players have been ready for this. Off no training as well, for what it's worth. Absolutely no training. That stuff is impressive. Let me just build a team right now and write it down on Lineup Builder so I can show you how we've been playing. Well is the answer for what it's worth. That's how we've been playing. I like it. I like it a lot. So if I jump over to this tab over here, we'll sort of... Obviously, there's the rough shape, Edison, obviously, in goal. It isn't really like this. What we're really seeing, in all honesty, is Akanji sort of drifts out to this side, weirdly. And when we've got the ball, it's a really aggressive system where Foden is tucking in. Alvarez is all the way up here. When we're attacking, it's sort of like this. Walker's way up there. Kovacic is sort of getting forward a bit. Rodri's sort of hanging around with Akanji. And it's sort of like this, really. Vardy a bit more deeper than I thought it was going to be. But we are... getting forward in a really aggressive shape. Akanji have sort of hanging around here to cover, and Rodri just, around. Walker's pace is freakish, so he can get back as soon as he needs to. But what I like about it is Foden's getting an awful lot of chance to be very close to Haaland and Alvarez, and he's just working. It's working. It's good. It's good, and I like it. 130 likes. Let's make it 115 likes. I'm trying to be a little bit more analytical as well on the channel using FotMob and so on. If you like it, do let me know. Give the channel a like. It is massively appreciated. And subscribe as well if you are new. I'm going to try and be a little bit more. Call it as it is. Let's get to 68,000. It would be massively appreciated. I've been stalling on the subs for ages. Let's get them up. Come on, we can do it faster. My man Scott with a super chat saying, "Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own." Come on, boys. Great rip by Alvarez. Up the Blues. Scott, you absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much. Scott's a legend. And it's as simple as that, man. Alvarez just... Let's talk about that goal once again. That isn't a goal. That isn't a goal that should go in 9 times out of 10. That is a goal that only someone like Alvarez can score, because the secret of that goal, and if you go back over to here, you know, to the strike and look at the stats behind it, as you see over here on FotMob, look, that is a 0.11 expected goal. It's ridiculous, you know. It's a 1 in 10 chance to go in there. But what makes that? I think Nick Pope didn't do very well. He was sort of flat-footed and he didn't dive, but it was because he took it so early and he hit it so hard that Nick Pope was just gone, whoa. And he sort of just flailed an arm out of it. Who did that? Aguero, you know? Alvarez has that side to him. So Alvarez has this brilliant ability. Brilliant ability of just sort of doing the unexpected, but that's why he attracts trophies, and that's why Pep likes him, because there's goals and assists there. And Phil, of course, getting the assist, and Jake as well, putting a very negative but also very positive point. He says, I mean this respectfully, but he said KDB's injury could be the best thing that ever happened to Phil. I agree. Like, Phil's a very different player to De Bruyne, but he's at his best when he's driving at people, linking up with close control and little 1-2s. He looks very good, man. He looks very good. William Dittmer says, "Our Norwegian meat shield just needs some new AA batteries." He does indeed. Is he AAA or AA? He's probably AA, isn't he? And Pep is the man, Odin. I absolutely agree. I think this has been good. It's been really good. Really, really good. I've been impressed so far. Like, these are a good side. Look, I'll be honest, man. I've been really impressed with this half of football. It's been good. It's been good. What does everyone reckon? Let me know. I think it's been impressive. I think it's been strong, you know. And Newcastle have done nothing. Like, you've got to give this back line, like, just Vardiel so far, by the way. So it's not been an explosive start for him, but he's covered everything he needed to. He stood up the defenders really well. Nothing rash, you know. And his full home league debut, he could have been jumping a little bit, but he stood up strong. He stood up calm. He's been patient defensively. Akanji is a man who gets so much stick from some fans. He had a slow couple of games at the start of the season, but give him time, man. Give him time. People take time to get into it, but I think Akanji's done a good job in a role that he's clearly not familiar with. Absolutely not familiar with. And but I think he's been smart and he's been better today. He's been better each game. Got better. So I do think we need some more signings, Caleb. I do, mate. I think the bench is a little bit too weak, you know, and we need to be a little bit stronger than that. But I in terms of squad depth, but I like the first team. Why's asking if I've got the room? I don't. It's the one on the table. She's asking if I've got the room upstairs. It's actually downstairs. But basically, Vardiel, by the way, some lovely diagonals. One pass in particular was great. Let's have a look at his stats so far. 42 touches. That's what Pets will want to see. Look at that. 3 out of 3 on his accurate passes, long ball passes so far. Tackles 1 out of 1. Blocks 1. Recoveries 2. Dribble passed once, but I don't really recall that. It feels a little bit harsh. 50% so far on here on his ground duels. He's been good. He's been good so far. I like what I've seen from him. He's a really smart player, you know, and he'll get better. 83% pass accuracy so far. It's been a good half of football, man. It's been a good half of football. But of course, I do want to see more, in particular, from Grealish and Haaland. I think Haaland, we know he's not always massively involved, but so far, I feel like Grealish is sort of the elephant in the room. He's not had a good start. He needs to be better today. Newcastle, for them, look, Anthony Gordon's not got into it at all. As you can see, he's having a bit of a stinker. Isaac's been running the lines well. Bruno, of course, has quality, but the defending's been decent, from Trippier in particular on that side, blocking a few shots. They won't be happy with what they've seen so far, because it's been very it's been largely one way. Even if there hasn't been a lot of chances and they're still in it, it's been City's game so far. But I'm happy. I want to see more. I want to see City be, I want to see City be in their face. I want to see City get at this Newcastle side because there are chances to be had. I really feel that this Newcastle defence, if you're a little bit cuter with the final pass, we will see. And Walker playing right midfield, it says Brian, he sort of is. When we're going forward, it's like this, isn't it? Like Walker's all the way up here, which is crazy, but it just sort of works. And we've got the players to cover. Obviously, the sort occasionally it feels more like this, like weirdly. But they're all sort of floating around. Kovacic is moving about. Akanji's been over here. He's been there. Of course, he'll drop back very quickly. But Walker has the pace to get back, Kovacic is getting further forward. Rodri, some of the passes he's been playing diagonals like that and over the back, and he's picking people out. His range of passing is phenomenal. Obviously, normally when we're defending, it's more of a traditional system. Like Walker pulls back, Vardio goes to left back. It gets like this. Kovacic drops deep, and we sort of defend in a 4-4-2, which is a very obvious thing, but it's more like that when we're defending, which makes a lot of sense, But then it's really it's really encouraging how fluid the system's been so far and how natural it looks. Like this City side, it's been good. And I think it'll get better. As well. Looking at the bench, if you look at the lineup, City's bench, where is it? Here's the benches. We haven't got much on that bench, It's Oscar Bob, great young player. He's not coming on unless we're winning comfortably. Palmer might do. I think Pep trusts him. McAtee, same, unfortunately. Phillips, Peroni, not coming on. Ake, definitely we need him. Rico, yeah, maybe. Sergio, hello to the wife. Yeah, he's a player called Peroni, yeah. Yeah, he's in the bear. Nicholas asked if Peroni being at Manchester City is anything to do with Asahi. It's a good point. Do Asahi own Peroni?
Yes, they do.
Who owns Peroni? But he's spelled differently. Asahi do own Peroni. Oh my God, Nicholas onto something here. They did send me Peroni once. The only reason Peroni's here is a subliminal marketing reason for by Asahi. There we go. Now we all know. Well done, wife. You got to the bottom of it. Thank you very much. But he's a good player as well. He's called Maximo Peroni as well. It's like, as someone said, it sounds like you're ordering a beer in Spanish. Maximo Peroni, please. So anyway, there we go. No idea what you're talking about. Asahi, obviously, is City's kit sponsors. City's training kit sponsors.
Whoever says stop first, I'll stop.
No, just don't. No, it's not. There's like a delay. That's not going to happen. Yeah, you keep pouring until people realise what's going on. Anyway, and it's also not even on camera. I've got another rum and coke coming on. Anyway, Kovacic. Can we talk about Kovacic, by the way? Kovacic. What do you think about Kovacic, wife?
He's doing well, isn't he?
The wife says he's doing well. Is Ruben impressed with Kovacic?
He said he's holding out for his full review, but let's see how he gets on this game.
There's the son there, bless him. Kovacic is brilliant, Lucas. Absolutely. I mean, what I love about him is how aggressive he is and how assertive. Like the way he drives past people in it. He's a little bit pacier than Gundogan, so he's got a little bit of that, and he's more. Sorry, just leave him there. Yeah, thank you. You go. No. Thank you very much. Love you. But what I love about Kovacic, that was just the wife banner bringing me rum and coke, which is massively appreciated. She's a superstar. What I love about Kovacic is that he looks up. He's got his head up very quickly. He always looks for Haaland very directly, which I like, because we were guilty at times last year of having a bit too much pauser, so to speak. He wants to hit the run. Anyway, second half's about to be underway. Damn right, Odin. It is a Saturday night after all, mate. We are underway. Second half. Come on, City. This rum I'm drinking is called... I think this is a gift from my mum at Christmas, actually. It's called Casario. It's sort of like Casemiro, but spelled wrong. Casario. It's nice. I like it. It's good. Look, I was really excited about Kovacic. I feel like he was going to be a special footballer for us. People got down on him. It's like, I think it's because he came for 30 million from Chelsea. They're like, oh, he can't be that good. Nah, great players need great managers as well. Like he looks so much more at home in the Pep side. He's great. Kovacic is wonderful. He's a cracking player. And I know people were moaning about him, and they won't admit they're wrong. That's the thing. The thing is as well, he was never meant to be a Gundogan replacement. He came in to be something different, be his own thing. Offside. That scared me then. That was oh, he is offside. He is. Oh, he's not offside. I don't think he was offside there. No, that's not a penalty anyway. I was a bit worried about that. Anyway, come on. Second half underway. Let me bring up, of course, the stats as always and the momentum tracker. Yeah, Pep did want him apparently before he signed for Chelsea. He's just a quality football Kovacic. And I don't think Pep will change his game too much either. He's 29 years old. Like I think Pep understands what makes him so good. No, those driving runs are they just create so much space. They do. Like he just skips past a couple of players, and all of a sudden, that's as big as a pass sometimes, And I think he's aware of that. Like I don't think Pep will change his game or anything like that. I saw people saying, "Hope Pep doesn't turn into a robot." I don't think he will do. Do I think we'll get Elmo? Jensen, I think there's something in it, mate. Yeah. I think there is something in it. The Elmo stuff because I like the coach sort of admitted it. And apparently, he's got a release clause of 50 odd million next year. So I reckon 70 million might tempt him this year. We'll see. We'll see. I like Elmo. He's a cracking player. Newcastle are getting forward here. Gordon was crossed, just blasted over the bar. But I love that midfield of Rodri and Kovacic. You're just not getting the ball off him. They're just strong, intelligent, smart. I wouldn't be surprised if we win the league, if people putting Kovacic in the team of the season come the end of it. Like, genuinely. Yeah, I think he's going to be... People look back at him and go, oh, he was brilliant. Oh! I looked away for half a second then. Played Rodri. Go on, Jack. I think we are going for Doku as well. It's going to be quiet on the Doku front, but I hope it'll happen because I think he'd be excellent. City lad, of course, Trippier. At this point, Robin, I sort of agree about Palmer. I think he's even better on the left. Kovacic's touch on the outside of his boot, by the way. Poetry. That could be great fun. I feel like fun players when we've got a deep block against us. Come on, ref. Edison, Edison 20 yards out there and calm headed to Vardial. I love it. I know Trippier's great, but maybe not. Maybe you're right, but I need to see that Grealish foul again. Momentum this half so far, it's been sort of a little bit of Newcastle, but City back into it now. Kompany, Gordon, Haaland there, with a decent effort, but not much XG on that. Alvarez hobbling with a sore foot. Crack on Link. Foden to the left, Palmer to the right, maybe. Oh, it's easy to say that, Naz, but Foden's not really playing on the right. He's playing sort of central. When you look at like how we're lining up, it's sort of like this, isn't it? Wait. It's sort of Walker up here and Foden's more central. So I don't think it really sort of works that. I mean, we could just sit a bit deeper. We could literally just sit a bit deeper. Bring Foden over to left. Alvarez just off it. More traditional. Walker stay a bit deeper. Especially with later on, with defending. Edison's in his own world, William. You know what I mean? He's brilliant, but the man's a maverick. Gordon been better this half. There's a lot of James Milner about Anthony Gordon. Does anyone else see that? A young James Milner. He just reminds me of James Milner so much. What, is he off? That should be a red. That should be off, that man. He should be off. That's a yellow as well. You got lucky there. That could be yellow, that man, for Anthony Gordon. He's taking him off, ain't he, I reckon. Is Harvey Barnes coming on? Yeah, they're taking him off, aren't they? Oh, come on, ref. Bit feisty the second half so far. What's everyone reckon so far? Is everyone feeling confident still? Yeah, he's a good player, Barnes, isn't he? God, we're so good, We're so good. Now, Diaz is fine. He's fine, don't worry. He looks fine to me. Who's down injured? Bruno. Bruno coming off is a blow for them, definitely. Longstaff, obviously I'm not going to try and jinx it, but he's not as good a footballer as Bruno. Not by any way, really. Obviously more energy a little bit, but like Bruno's a much smarter footballer. Was it Joe Linton? Sorry, it was the hair. It was Joe Linton. Oh yeah, it's Joe Linton, isn't it? Yeah, he's off. Bruno's great. He's quality more as they go. He's absolutely immense. We got Kovacic now, so maybe we don't need him. You know what I mean? Yeah, Longstaff coming on. I mean, he's not Joe Linton either. Joe Linton much more powerful. I think we're trying to get Umami and Doku Odin. Like, I don't mind the possession style we play because it wins games. I can't deny it's effective. It's just one of those things where variety is everything. Like, we can't always rely on the controlled style. Occasionally, you have to have a bit of chaos. Fingers crossed. Go on, Phil. We can get Doku in. That'd be nice. Play Phil. Oh, Rodri tried to play Haaland, but the run had already been made, so they weren't on the same wavelength at all there. Kovacic, so nice, man. What a footballer. Same with Rodri. Just Kovacic and Rodri. It's poetry. It's absolute poetry, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. Ref, come on, man. Yellow card for Harvey Barnes. Just come on. I think they are, Alfie, yeah. I can't stand 8 p.m. kickoff either on a Saturday. I hope City don't play him regularly because, like, obviously my wife's on maternity leave right now, but when she's back in work on the weekends, I don't want to be watching City 8 p.m. I want to spend the evening with her, you know what I mean? I want to be, I want to spend time with the family when she's back in work because she'll be only free at the weekends. Played Phil, good foot. You can already tell. Look at that from Kovacic. Like Phil, just ahead of those two, just works. He just works. You can tell Rodri loves Kovacic as well. We'll take it, William. We'll take it, mate. The yellow, because Gordon was lucky. Got the yellow you should have got. Played Phil. Oh, nearly. Beautiful again from Haaland, but his touch has let him down again, unfortunately. Oh, his touch needs to be better, mate. Beautiful from Foden again. Come on, ref. That's a foul. Come on. Vardiol's outnumbered here. Good defending from Akanji and Vardiol. Really smart defending. Beautiful defending that from Akanji and Vardiol. That. So calm, so composed, intelligent. Just stood the players up. Lovely stuff. Oh, it's lovely stuff. Just love it. I love it. They both were just so patient. Brilliant stuff. Guys, please do hit the subscribe button on the channel if you are new. It would be massively appreciated. Yeah, the defensive we've been excellent so far, Alfie, obviously things can change at any point. Newcastle have got quality, but we've been really good so far. Like early on in the season as well. Sammy Vardy, man, he's quality. He looks like a young Ruben Diaz, a little bit of skill. Diaz with skill, you know what I mean? Like ridiculous. He's quality, absolute quality. Please do hit the subscribe button; it is massively appreciated, and like the video as well. Vardy's great. I love him too, mate. I love him too. Need to see a bit more still from Jack. I think those stats aren't doing Vardy a favour there. I think he's had a good game so far. Obviously, stats aren't everything. I don't know how they measure it, FotMob, statistically, but I feel like some reasonably fair outcome so far. Foden, currently, statistically, the most impressive. Alvarez, of course, with the goal. I think Haaland hasn't had a great game. I agree with that. Not a bad game by any stretch, but not a great game. Still a low XG game. This not even 1 XG yet. Like this, 0.5. Man, right so far, it's probably say Phil or Rodri. Lovely ball from Edison. Lucky. Jack does need some competition. Go on, Phil. Get down that left channel. Foden's been everywhere, mate. Absolutely. I agree. Sane would be great, but he's not going anywhere. It was weird seeing Sane get an assist. A goal from an assist from... lovely Phil. Go on. Early, mate. Phil is putting him on a plate for him tonight. Absolutely. What is he doing? You got to score that, pal. This is what I pictured with Phil Foden in the middle. This is what I pictured. Creativity, vibrancy, skill. I love it. Come on, City, man. Go on, Phil. Phil's been immense. Absolutely immense. Absolutely immense, man. He's just easily the best player on the pitch. Newcastle can't get near him. They can't get near him. This could be the game that makes him, centrally. Haaland did better there, to be fair, on his weaker foot. Obviously, yeah, they were talking nonsense, man. Like, Phil is obviously... We did have the best game against him, but no one did really, It takes time to get it, but this is Phil at his best. Get back, Vardy. Bruno's shot there was worse than anything Haaland done so far. Yeah, to be honest, I love it. You're right, Alfie. He's played like a proper 10. A proper 10. It's been great. I mean, I love this formation so far. It's been great. Is Bruno a fraud? Nah, he's not a fraud. He's a great player, man. He's a great player. City look like they're struggling. We're not struggling, Mr. Skies. We've been excellent. We've been the best team. By a way, to be honest. There's the stats. 0.68 to their 0.14 XG. 12 shots to their 4. Only the one. I don't know what's the shots on target. 3 on target. There we go. To their 2. To 0 on target. You know. And Newcastle are a quality team. They've had 0 shots on target. Just 2 block shots and a couple of long ranges wide. Oh, nearly a great ball from Grealish, from Walker, but a bit too much. But Foden's been excellent, man. Foden's been excellent. It's all about him, isn't it, today? It's all about Foden. Absolutely all about Foden. It's a little better from Haaland before. Yeah, I mean, with all the injuries as well, this is massive. Derek, you're right. No training because they were in Athens, of course. They did lovely stuff from Akanji, Kovacic, and Rodri there. Oh, nice football, City. Kovacic is so good in this City team. Honestly, he brings me joy. Watching Kovacic is an honour. It's an absolute honour. He's a special footballer. Look at this football. Oh, Alvarez, mate. It's just cinema. It's cinema. Alfie says Pep's amazing, man. Just tinkering with different midfield structures and everything. Look, Pep looks at the players and he works it out. He's the best. He's a genius. He's a wonderful footballer. Haaland's not had his best game today. He's not had the best game. No, he's missed a few chances, but he is Haaland, and he is getting the chances. That's what Pep will be encouraged by. He's getting those moments, and I feel like the longer the game goes on, the temptation for Pep now, he'll be thinking, the longer the game goes on, the more open it gets, because Newcastle have to find a goal. You know, they can't. They're too good. Newcastle aren't happy to be 1-0 down. They're too good. They want to get something. You know, they're not the team here. They lose 1-0. They're not going to go, unlucky lads, good game. They'll want to push forward to get an equaliser late on because they're a good side. You know, they've got it to them. And I do feel that when that happens, there'll be space. And I think Phil is perfectly placed to make the most of that. I do think he is. And Phil will find that space and he'll hopefully find Haaland. And I think that's what Pep's thinking. Like, give them a chance to... Give the chance to the game to open up, and of course, Haaland usually takes a chance. And as William said at Friendly Reminder, we won the treble. We have the best manager in the world, or Manger. He put William. Maybe we got a really good Manger as well. You know, sorry, mate. Good crib. Oh, Rodri. Oh, Vardy's done immense there. I absolutely love Vardy. Vardy has absolutely saved Rodri's ass there. Bolson's had a mare, but... What's happening to the Kovacic there? Or Phil? Oh, that's a terrible challenge on Foden. That's a red. That's a red. That's a red, man. That should be a red. That has to be a red. Are they checking that with VAR? That's the worst one. How has that been missed? Nah, to me that's a red. Like Newcastle have been ridiculously physical. I think the Anthony Gordon one was sort of softer, but that was enough force, and that should be a red in my opinion. Oh, look at that pass from Kovacic to Foden. Oh, Alvarez tried to play him back. Mason reckons we could break the record for fewest goals conceded. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, big old Josko stepping in there. The game's getting open, by the way. They are knackered, Newcastle. They're knackered. By the way, Vardiol, absolutely worth every penalty. He's been brilliant. He's been absolutely immense. I love it. Great on the ball. Defensively solid. He's 21 years old. He's the same age as Cole Palmer. I love Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is a normal young player. Do you know what I mean by that? Normal, great young talent. Vardiol is a special talent. 21 is ridiculous. And that's not even Cole Palmer slander. That's just how good Josko Vardiol is. It's ridiculous. Like, to be that good at that age, he's better than Diaz was at that age. He's better than Vinny was. You shouldn't be that good at that age. Vardiol he's got no right to be that good at 21. He's stupid. I've never seen anyone like the defender at 21 this good. I don't think I've ever. Jack's had a fucking shite game. I love Jack, but he's had a mare today. I feel like does anyone else feel there's another goal in this game? I really feel like there is. I just need it to go City's way. I feel like there's another goal in it. No, I love Jack, but he's had a mare today. Like even then he made the wrong call. He should have played the pass. I don't think he's slow, Alster. I think he's probably a little bit faster than maybe Diaz and so on. Josko. No, he's not Walker, no, but I don't think he's slow. But I think he's fast enough. Unless you've got a really electric defender. And even then, that's where like the experience and defensive know-how comes into it. Like Diaz rarely gets burnt for pace because he just knows what he's doing defensively. 50, well, probably like 20 minutes, really. 25 minutes, Odin, if we're being honest, mate. But Haaland absolutely owes Foden a pint after this tonight, man. He should have had a couple of assists already. A couple more assists. Look how open this game is, by the way. It's got stretched. Really stretched. Oh, we got lucky there. They'd created an overlap really nicely, but the cross was terrible. Oh, come on, City. They're getting forward here. Yeah, Newcastle finding the possession that you'd expect them to have. Yeah, Bruno's knocked it out of play, has he? Almiron and Grealish there in the corner, by the way. But Almiron hates him. Absolutely hates him. I think hasn't he apologised? I think he saw him and said. I mean, Almiron was having a stinker, to be fair, at the time when he was saying that. Like, he wasn't scoring or anything. I love Jack. I like it now. It's a conversation, a mixture of Bernardo and Gundogan. I like it. I mean, he's not a more Guardiola player than that. Go on. Oh, nearly. Bernardo's still out, I guess so. Triple 888. He's not on triple 88. Well, triple eight. I'm gonna call you. Yeah, he's not on the bench, so I guess he's ill still. He was just illness. That's good as opposed to injury. Grealish with a crunching challenge there. Yeah, Jonas Kovacic and Vardy both look excellent. They do. They both look smart. Game is getting stretched. This is where the lack of reliable subs comes into it, I reckon. Like, if we could bring off a Bernardo now or a KDB off the bench, I mean, we'd be buzzing. Or a Mahrez. Grealish blocked Almiron shot there. That was personal. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Oh, nearly picked out Haaland. This game is so stretched for 50. We do look knackered, Typo. We absolutely do. Yeah, Phil was knackered. He did. You're right. He did look knackered. He just like that. That was half an hour ago. Phil sprinting forward there, and he like his energy just dropped up. Oh, what a ball from Phil to Haaland. What's he doing, man? Erling's got to do better than that there because that was a good ball, but he sort of ran past it. And I do agree. Currently, the possession wise, I mean, we look at the momentum shifter here. It's very much going like in Newcastle's favour currently. They're having a spell. It's the best way I'll put it. Oh, offside. All right, kill that mood for a minute. Haaland's not been good today. He needs to be better. He's not been good at all. I would not be surprised. Hear me out. I wouldn't be surprised if Pep does. I mean, we say subs, but there's not much on the bench. Like maybe we'll see. Haaland might come off. Ah, come on, man. Okay, maybe for Haaland and Alvarez up front. Oh, Cole might come on, you never know. I mean, look, this is crying out for Phillips, isn't it? But like, he just doesn't trust him. Really nice turn from Barnes. He put it straight out. Was it Barnes? Was it Longstaff? But he put it out. Yeah, Haaland's my captain as well. If he's let me down today, big time. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Oh. Um. Both teams are exhausted. City's like they're running empty. There's so much football left as well. That's the crazy thing about it. I mean, there's probably another 20 minutes left to play, isn't there? Knowing this game. That's several, I would say. I mean, to be honest, like I don't think it's even Gundogan on a KDB. I think Haaland's missed the chances. Is Pep arguing with the fans there, man? McAtee telling Rico, is he in the background? I was like, what's going on there? Oh, Phil, immense, mate. Phil's been absolutely immense. He's been the best player on the pitch by some way, to be honest. It's not even close. He's been world class, absolutely world class. He's been wonderful, man. Nijinsky, yeah, the king. Look, if we win today 1-0, I'll be buzzing because the quality of this defence. We can talk all we want about using the kids, but we know Pep's not bringing him on against Newcastle right now. He's just not. He's not. He doesn't trust him yet. Pep wants to trust him, and they have to earn that and get minutes on the pitch in other kind of games, you know? We need this spell we're having right now where we're keeping the ball a little bit. This is a really good game of football, by the way. Like it's obviously not loads of chances, but it's been tactically really interesting. I've really enjoyed the narrative of this game. Two very good sides, physical and aggressive. City been really smart, defensively stoic. Oh, Vardiel misjudged that, but got away with it. But you think we have Stones now, and we have De Bruyne, and we have Bernardo all of a sudden, or maybe a new signing or two, and it feels a lot more. You know, it feel a lot more composed, won't it? I think it's early season, mate. Orbit. I think it's just early season. You know, like it's not a severe game. It's just they're knackered. Obviously, the lack of fitness is part of that, and all the games they play and the minutes and the travelling. It's yeah. That was needed. That spell of possession there. Absolutely. I've enjoyed this. Things that you've been good. Imaginary, don't say it, mate. Livermento one, by the way. Is that his debut? He's lightning quick and he's a really skillful player. Really good signing for them. AB Tarek, the thing is, you take off Rodri and Grealish, but who does he bring on? He doesn't trust Phillips. Ake maybe, but he's a defender. He doesn't trust Palmer in that role. I would love Frimpong, by the way, Alfie. I've bloody loved Jeremy Frimpong. I always have done. I've got the tweets to prove it. I'm a big Jeremy Frimpong fan. I would love it if he came back. He's immense. Great young player. Great lad as well, for what it's worth. I'm buzzing that he's killing it over Leverkusen. And the Pep started as well with Xabi Alonso. Not a direct Pep, style, but he's obviously influenced by him. But though Frimpong, I would say, is more of a wing back than a right back. Because he plays wing back only for them, but I wouldn't say he's a winger as such. But he's very good. Right back at City when he was here. I'm over the moon like all my days. Yeah, I remember that interview. Oh, he's great. He's such a nice lad. I was amazed when City let him go for basically nothing to Celtic. I was like, what the hell? Nice football for City there. To Phil. Go on, Phil. He didn't see Kyle overlapping. Kyle was free, Phil. Hopefully, Kay. Hopefully. Oh, you had no idea. Phil is knackered, but he's been excellent now. They're all spent. This has been an absolute war of attrition. Rodri, what was that, mate? This is, by the way, Pep is sending a message here. Go on, Neil Link. Oh, unlucky, Phil. Unlucky. Another decent half chance there. Like, look, Pep is look, if he's not turning to Phillips now, he never will. We've been good though. Like we easily deserve this based off what I've seen so far. Weird one that. Alvarez to Grealish. Behave, Nasir. We're not falling for that, mate. You troll. He's lying. He's lying. No one turns up on the stream last minute just to do that. You know what I mean? I also know because it's the first message they sent in the chat, so, you know. It's always a good sign. Go on, Kyle. Alvarez has been great. Alcaraz here. Alvarez has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Look, this whole performance, I've been really impressed by. Family stand's still full. Well, that's it. Maybe it's because he knows there's another 15 minutes left now. It's only 5 injury time, by the way. Newcastle looks spent now as well. They really do. I think it's really obvious that Pep's obviously not making any changes, but I mean the team have been excellent. Like the system's worked, it's been great. They've been solid. We need to, of course, keep out. We've got a few minutes left. This stat thing is not friendly to Vardiol at all. I think he's been better than that. Kovacic has been so good, man. So good. How is that not a... He's on a yellow, isn't he? He's on the yellow there. I mean, that was a pretty cynical challenge. I mean, they're already Monster City slacker. They've been immense today. You know, they've been absolutely immense. Look, Newcastle have had one shot on target, I think. We've been so good. A bit disappointed by Grealish today. I think he needs to be better than this. You know, he got a bit better in the second half, but he just needs to be a bit smarter and a bit cuter with his performance. But we look at the momentum anyway. We've sort of weathered Newcastle's storm there. You know, they've had a few moments, but this has been mainly City's game, and even then they haven't really created anything. Oh, we're in the corner. We're in a corner, I think. Hard on laughing. Got Phil leading, by the way. I love that. Phil leading. He's proper loving it, isn't he, Phil? He's stepping up. He's stepped up big time there. That's what we need from Phil. This is one of the most important games of his career, in my opinion. Genuinely. Kay, be careful, mate. What you're saying is a very hot take. You can't say that. He's very different players, but maybe equally as brilliant, potentially, in his own way. Orbit, don't scare me. Oh, God. The no scared me then, Orbit, in the chat. You were on about the previous tweet. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Terrified me. Literally, my heart started pounding. Thank you very much. I'm shipping up to Boston. Appreciated. We all got spooked. Come on, City. Yes. 17 home wins on a bounce. That is absolutely immense. A massive, huge victory against an aggressive, physical, well-organised side. That is a massive win. An absolute massive win. You know how much that will mean to Guardiola tonight and those players. That was a war. That was brilliant. That is all I needed to see to know this side are serious this season. Of course, there are squad issues, there are depth issues, but look what it means to them right now. I'm seeing Diaz going around, Phil buzzing. Phil looking up at Haaland and saying, you should have finished a chance or two, mate, but Phil stepped up big time tonight. Absolutely. Wonderful stuff. Thank you all who joined the stream as well. This has been great stuff. Absolutely. Phil, the man of the match as well. Easily the man of the match. He's been wonderful. The 4P, maybe it might just be on a Tony Pepperless monster class here. To be honest, City weren't negative. They were the better. They were absolutely the better side, and I think he'd probably admit that. Even Shearer would admit that. When you look at that, eventually the expected goals, look, the XG was the sum of the night. City eventually 1.08 XG. They got the goal that they deserved throughout the game. 14 shots to their 7. One big chance in the game. Fellas, a couple more. I don't know how they judge that, but in terms of shots, they only had one shot on target all night. I don't even recall which one it was either. But either way, we were by far the better team, and we deserve that against a good Newcastle side. You know, I'm happy. Guys, thank you for joining me during the stream. Of course, I will get ready for my match reaction right now. I'll see you over there. You know, it's 10 o'clock now. I'll try and be live by 10 past. Thank you very much for joining me. Give this video a like, and I'll see you for the match reaction. Come on, you Blues. Come on. Lovely, lovely stuff. In a bit, love you all loads. You superstars. Bye-bye.